I'm pretty conservative on these turns now. I wish I would have been into videos back when I had my Dynas. They had the VHS camcorders, but I just wasn't really interested in it. And then I had a digital Pentax SLR that would take videos in the early 2000s. Then I got a Nikon, it'd take videos. They only take them for about 5 minutes though. Because there's still plenty of room on the memory card and there's still plenty of battery life left, but that's all they do. It's one nice thing about these GoPros, even though they split it up when you move it onto your computer into about 10 or 11 minute segments, they keep recording until they either run out of battery charge or run out of space on the card. Wouldn't break them up into those small pieces. I'm going to have to try something to fix that, because I read where it's because the file system that they use on the SD card has either FAT32 or FAT-S. Not fat ass, fat S. I know what you're thinking. But anyway, they only allow a few gigabytes for one file size, but NTFS, you can get 2 terabytes, I think it is. I'm going to try and format that card on my PC and NTFS and see what happens. I stick it in the camera. It might not work, but I'm going to try it. Shoot, I had most of yesterday and all morning this morning to do that. I wish I would have done it. I kept thinking about it, but I kept playing around, editing some videos, playing a silly game. Just about to the top here. It's been just about 10 minutes. I hope it doesn't change files just as we get to the top here. Probably just changed. Probably going to break it right where I wanted you to see the top without having to piece it together, but I'll probably have to. There, that was the top right there. That was the summit of the road. The summit actually is a little to the left of here. You can hike up there. This mountain is about 7,500 feet. Doesn't sound like all that much, especially for you people in the Cascades, Rockies, Sierras, but then in the wintertime it gets really cold up here. I've waited till either either late morning or early afternoon in the wintertime to ride up here. And all the snow and ice is all melted off down in Prescott Valley, but not necessarily up here. And when it does start to melt, it runs across the road. Water runs across the road from the melting snow, and then the next night it freezes, and so for a while you got an ice sheet that's run across places on the road that you got to watch out for. I don't know if it would have saved me, but one time when I came up and there was a lot of that, I just put my feet down every time there was that dark looking patch, like I had outriggers. I don't know if it would have helped though if I would have started to slide. And sometimes these cars and other bikers come over the line on you too on these roads. I remember, about 16 years ago, a local Harley owners group, Yavapai Hog, they were always complaining about the sport bike riders doing that. Yeah, sometimes they did do it, but I've had guys on Harleys do it to me too. So there are certain people that ride every class of bike that will override their skill level and not worry about coming into somebody else's lane area. That's why I pretty much ride by myself now. I don't like riding with a bunch of other people, maybe 2 or 3 others, but I don't want to ride with a bunch of people anymore. They know what you're supposed to do in a group ride, but they get too close to you, I think. A lot of people. And I've even seen a few run into other bikes when we're stopping at a stop sign, stoplight. I've even seen that happen. Not all Harley riders are downhill sport bikers. When I belonged to that group, a lot of us had sport bikes too. And even more had street legal dirt bikes. And almost every one of us had some other kind of cruiser, at least at one time, that wasn't a Harley, or more. And some of them still had them. And I knew 2 people that had Harley touring bikes, electric glides or street glides, and they also had a Honda Goldwing too. Now I don't really care much for that Goldwing myself. It's just too big, and I don't like the way they do reverse on it with the using your battery and your starter motor. I know the reason they do that is so that you can't accidentally pop the clutch. But I prefer to use a real reverse gear. But a lot of people like them though. They're comfortable to sit on, but my friend that died, he had one that he made a trike, but it was too wide, and there was no good place to put the highway pegs. couldn't get your legs in a comfortable position really on the highway pegs. He said the highway pegs were just so you could get them in another position, but it wasn't something you could put your legs in all day. Anybody looking at this, be sure and leave comments. Even if you want to say, oh, you're a wuss, you wouldn't take those turns, go ahead. I won't get offended. I'm not embarrassed about not being a speed demon anymore. But go ahead and say that if you want, if that's how you feel. But leave comments. I'd love to hear comments. I've only gotten one comment so far on all the videos I've posted, but I'd love to get suggestions, complaints, kudos. I don't care. Anything you want to comment, and I guarantee you I'll read them all. And if they deserve a response, I'll give a response. This time of the year in the mountains, there's elk coming back up from the lower elevations. Not so much here, but over by Flagstaff and up along I-40 on the high plains desert areas, and out in along the Mogollon Rim, the White Mountains. But there could be elk here, and they'll just walk across the road. There's plenty of deer. I've seen lots of deer around here, both mule deer and, I don't know if they're whitetail or blacktail. I'm not a hunter, so I don't pay that much attention. But the smaller deer, I hit a big mule deer back in 94, was it, or was it 95? 95. It was 95. On 89 going south when I was going over to San Diego County one time. I hit a big mule deer on my truck. Killed the poor deer. I stopped and got out. Walked around to the front and looked, and I said, oh gee, I don't see any real damage. Oh, there's a little crack on the plastic chrome on the grill. Then I went to get back in the truck, and then I saw the whole side of my truck was wiped out. I guess I had just clipped his back end, or hers, and it spun around, wiped out my driver's door, and about a third of the side of the bed up in the front part, right by the gas fill. Cost me $700 and some to get it fixed. See, there are some adventure bike riders. I waved to them, they waved back. The Harley guy, I don't know if he was with them, but he was right there. He waved. So. Harley riders, even if they make cracks about other bikes, they still wave at other bikers here in Arizona. Now, maybe the outlaw clubs don't, but us regular guys, we do, and gals. In fact, I've seen a lot more girl riders on Harleys and sport bikes and the adventure bikes here in Arizona than I saw when I lived in California. Of course, it's been almost 30 years since I lived in California, so maybe it's just the times, not the place. And I see lots of girl riders when I stop at a watering hole or a restaurant or something that a lot of bikers stop at. And I don't mean they're just riding on the back with their husband or boyfriend. They got their own bike. In fact, I think the two most popular bikes that women ride here in Arizona is the Heritage Softail of the Harley Davidson, and then some kind of sport bike. Then maybe a Sportster or a Dyna. Sportsters are fun bikes, but they don't get any better gas mileage than the big T twins get, and they got a smaller gas tank. So they're not good for long rides unless you want to stop all the time for gas. They are fun bikes to ride though. I actually get better gas mileage on this Road King being heavier and bigger engine than on any of the other Harleys that I had. I average probably 48 or 49 miles per gallon, and when I'm actually traveling I'll get over 50, but I never got that on my Dynas. Maybe 45 when I was traveling, 41, 42, just going for day rides. Of course, this one's a 6-speed and it has a higher final drive ratio than the Dynas had too. Now, I used to get real good gas mileage on this Honda that I used to have, a Honda 350 way back in the 70s, but it had a real small tank. It was about 3.1 gallons or something. I never really checked my mileage on that. I just know around 135, 140 miles I'd start looking to get gas. I pushed it once to, I went just over 190 miles. Now we're in Jerome. Take a little spin around Jerome here. Hamburger from back here. It's just around the bend up here a little ways. This is it, where you right up here where you see the red roof, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't smell it anymore. Maybe I passed it. I know it's kind of down like that. This is the Jerome Fire Department, and the public restrooms are there to the left of it. people here. No bikers parked in front of that bar today. Good front brakes after getting that front tire put on Friday. They're a lot tighter than they were, but they're squeaking. I'm gonna have to take a look at them. I sure don't want to have to pay for rotors. But that's what's squeaking, is my front brake. It's pretty crowded today too, but it's really crowded in the summertime. I mean, a lot of times on the weekends there is just no place to park at all. There's so many of these parking places taken up down here. In fact, they're all taken up down here. I guess maybe earlier there was nothing up there where all the action was. But there was some up there when we came through. Now it's starting to warm up on the desert side of the mountain here. I wish I didn't have the jacket pretty soon, because we're going to be riding through the desert, making a loop back home. GoPro, but those cliffs over there in the distance, you can see the reds and the oranges in them. I can see them, but I don't know if you'll be able to see them. And I decided to put this on the wide setting last week. I'd used Super View the first couple of ones that I used, but I thought, nah, that's too distorted. So I put it on linear, and there was I couldn't notice any distortion on linear, but I noticed you missed a lot of stuff that you can see when you're riding down the road, but it wasn't on the